That is a great question because it was sometimes quite hard. Because this was, to all intents and purposes, a new site. It had a low domain rating. It was a typical small business brochure site. It didn't rank for particularly much. Didn't get a lot of traffic. Yeah, so finding the keyword was really quite hard because there's this 250 volume per month barrier, and depending on which keyword tool you use, you might get quite a discrepancy between SEMrush, for example, or Ahrefs. But you have to use these tools as a guide. It's not written in stone. So as long as you get over the hurdle that these tools are a guide, you're on the right path. But also some of the specific keywords didn't actually make much sense in English. And although it might be what people type in, you end up trying to almost shoehorn it into something to fit. And so while the keyword might be something like best road bikes under £2,000, for example, actually what people are searching for is, what is the best bike under £2,000, or the top 10 bike under £2,000. And I often tell my clients this. It might seem fairly straightforward, but Google search is called search for a reason, because people want answers to the questions. So although the KGR may not in itself be a question, turning that into a question is helping people. It's all about search intent and relevancy, and while their query might not be a question, your article is a question, and trying to massage that with that very, very specific keyword and get a title and therefore formulate the result. It does take a bit of massaging, and sometimes you could be searching for a keyword for a couple of hours, just to get the right one. But it seems to have worked so far.
Yeah, definitely working. And I forgot to ask this early on. So you went from roughly almost no traffic to about 6,000 per month. So
Yes.
over time, it sort of built up, but it looked like it was sort of stagnant for a little while. And you mentioned that it was roughly a brand new site, not much content for about 2 years or so. And then in July of 2018, so it's almost been 2 years, you've been publishing more often. There's only 20 articles, and they're ranking quite well. So do you happen to remember how much traffic there was prior to the 2018 period? Must be a few
Yeah.
hundred per month or so.
A little less than that. No, it was a typical brochure. It was a typical brochure site, a typical marketing site. It got some traction from social media. We were posting on social media, but no, until we started creating content and blogging, then it was a typical local business site for a very small business. So we started to publish one article a month from about July 2018 up until February, March of this year, 2020. Traffic grew and grew, and it did tend to plateau during 2019. But I think the cumulative effect of posting regularly and also Google updates, which we seem to have benefited from, we're now getting, so I think we were 8 shy of 6,000 last month. And if this month continues as it is, we could be, 6,500 unique users. Okay, not sessions, but unique users. It was 92% of that is organic search. So it's not direct search, it's not paid advertisements or social media. Well, the other 8% is, but
Right.
92% of it was organic search. It's possibly, you were asking about results and so forth, and I'm sure you're familiar with this term, but can I just sort of give a bird's eye view of what some of these statistics are? There is a term that search engine optimizers and marketers tend to use, and that's called visibility, which I'm sure you're aware of, Doug, and it's a term that many of the SEO tools use. Traffic actually tends to come from both the USA and the UK. So it's 50-50, and it's 50%, and a handful of other countries, but it tends to be English, for obvious reasons, English-speaking countries, and half on mobile and half on desktop as well. And so as of today, So we have 20 articles and we're tracking 20 different keywords. Of course, each page will rank for many different keywords. I'm tracking 20 keywords on desktop and 20 on mobile, and the desktop visibility today is 39%. And the mobile visibility today is 43%. And they're very, very similar results in what they rank for. So out of the 20 articles, 14 of them are on page 1 for their chosen keyword. On desktop, 5 of them are in position 1, and 2 of them are the featured snippet. 6 are in position 2. So again, I'm looking over your head because I've got another screen behind me. 6 are in position 2, 2 are in position 3, and 1 is in position 6. So the other 6 articles are generally on pages 2 and 3. Okay, and it's very similar for mobile. But in fact, today we've got 3 featured snippets out of the 5 that are in position number 1. 3 of them are featured snippets. So
Very good.
that's just a bit of background.